While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off and running from Tokyo. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. First play, he's going to throw. Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. From the 32. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action now with Purdy. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Running back sent in motion. Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So 2nd down coming up. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. And he drives this forward to the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Back to throw now, it's Ritter. This throw is caught. And in for the touchdown. But he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Aviators will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Kickoff taken at the 3. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott opening with a pass. It's caught. Ferguson. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. He's got a gain of 6 there. Bernardo Green with that tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Another carry for him. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Prescott here from the gun. He's on the move. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Gay's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Pretty throwing here on first. He rolls to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's got it deep downfield. And that is a touchdown. The Aviators get 6 more on their early advantage. George Kittle, the touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Aviators drive their lead to 11. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. His return starts at the 5. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5. They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of 1. It's a 2-score game early. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got 2nd and 5. From the 36. Escapes the pocket. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. He's got it at the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Dak. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Motioning the tight end now. Prescott now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll try and punch it in. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a one-score game in the first half. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. He throws a bullet to the center. They connect on the deep shot. And they make the stop, I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They kick the running back in motion. First down throw by Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be second down. To throw again, it's Purdy. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now Purdy. And it's caught. Touchdown! The Aviators now lead by 10. George Kittle, the touchdown! His second scoring catch of the game. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Aviators drive their lead to 11. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down, here's Dak. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Working quickly here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's second and 11. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
One of the biggest adjustments for quarterbacks going from the collegiate level to the NFL is the blitz package. Each and every practice leading up to a game time, you are spending so much time as a QB, as an offensive group, and as that O-line trying to figure out a way to stop these blitzes. At that time, the offense, the O-line, the QB, no one had an answer for that defensive pressure.
Got for big yards on the right side. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, we're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made. It turned it into a significant gain.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Japan. The Cowboys trailing in the early going. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys make it a one-score game before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to 4.
Cowboys 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. And This return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Forced out to his right. Into the hands of Kittle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Purdy on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
On the move, headed right. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Ritter setting up to throw. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run here from the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 31. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. One of the tight ends motioning left. Throwing on 3rd and long. Into traffic, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's running with it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. To the sideline, and he has the catch. Tough play for a small gain, but it does get the first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier. Offense to move the chains on those early downs.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Dak now from the gun. And he's got it. Has a layout for it, but touchdown. The Cowboys take the lead just before halftime. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
An extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He can run it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One last play before the break. Putting a receiver in motion. He's back to throw. He's on the move. And that's a touchdown. At least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. on the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Back-to-back carries here. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Diamondor Lenore, and they're on the stop. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
To the air, 3rd and long. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Cowboys putting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Bryan Anger on now. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They've got 1st down from the 31. Looking to throw, Purdy. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. And the Cowboys bring a couple extra defensive backs out. 3rd down coming. Man in motion here. 3rd and long, Purdy. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. 1st time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th and long. The Aviators getting their special teams out onto the field. Starts the return at the 34. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Prescott here from the gun. And no look in. That throw falls to the ground.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. And you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Play action, Prescott. He throws a bullet deep to the right. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the Aviators are going to have it interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Motioning one of the tight ends. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Chased out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. They make the tackle at the 38. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Purdy throwing here on first. Looking right, and he finds him. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Now it's Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. A 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. And he's in for the touchdown. The Aviators parlay the interception into points. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the Aviators take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Dak. Pass is hauled in by the running back. Offense in the hurry up here. The give here on second. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one's complete, right side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Blown back, gets the handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. From the gun is Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. He has room past the 25. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll come up first and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again is Dak. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Aviators, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Rolling left, buying some time. That one's caught along the left sideline. He's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's Ritter. Getting out to his... Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Brought in by Ayuk. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's now 3rd down.
He'll throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking to throw. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Pushing for the red zone, and he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. To throw is Prescott. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Picked off by Fred Warner. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Complete out to the right. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Tokyo. Aviators holding a 4-point lead. Second down now, 7 to go. They've got a man in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Slot receiver headed left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Running back sent in motion. He'll look to throw it. Complete out to the right side. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And he's able to work this down to the 41. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off.